welcome to today's video. So I've tried to film this last week and I had like a black background and I absolutely hated the way it turned out, so I'm refilming it for you today. I do realise that I look a little bit crazy. I've already done my brows and I've carved them out, so that's why I look a little bit mad, and my hair's up in like braids, so it looks super dark. Anyway, enough with that, let's get on with today's video. So today's video is going to be my kind of updated foundation routine. I've gone on about the Revlon Colorstay foundations in my previous video, and I just wanted to basically show you how I apply my foundation and basically everything else. So I'm just gonna do my makeup and you can watch. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Colorstay. I have it for combination to oily skin, and this is in colour Sand Beige, and I mix it with the colour Buff, mix them together to create my perfect shade. Before I do that, I go in with a primer. This is the primer by Kiko, and this is their matte face base. I really like this because I've got oily skin. This just keeps all the oils at bay. And if you put too much on, it can kind of dry your skin out, so be careful. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Is the foundation on. Next I go in with concealer. The concealer I've been going in first with is my like Ride or Die concealer. This is the Eye Eraser by Maybelline, and this is in light. And if you remember, in Germany there was another colour, there was like Fair, and Fair is my colour, but in England you can only get light and nude, and I need the Fair. So when I go back to Germany in a couple of weeks, not a couple of weeks, is it? No, near Christmas. Going back in December. When I go back to Germany then, I'm going to stock up. To the point where I'm stocking up on so many things that we're going to have to get a check-in case, yeah. A case to check in because the amount of liquids I want to buy. Yes. Right, so I just sort of use that as a bit of a colour corrector, just directly under the eyes. I don't do any highlighting with that or anything like that, so yes. The concealer I'm going to use, I've been really mixing it up between the Collection 2000, what is that called? Lasting Perfection concealer in Fair, or the Catrice Camouflage concealer in Porcelain. The Catrice one is a little bit drying on your under eyes, so I'm going to go in with the Collection Lasting Perfection. This is one of the lightest concealers I found in England since I've been back. They're just all a bit orange, all the other ones. I mean, I heard such good things about this one, the Wake Me Up, and this is in like the lightest one they do, and Ivory, it's an Ivory. I barely used it because it's just so orange. So yeah, if you've got really fair skin like me, don't bother. So I'm just highlighting with this as well, like this, and like this. Yes. Just blend all that out. If you still haven't invested in a beauty blender, please do. It's honestly the best makeup tool you will ever buy. And if you look after them, they will last you a while. I've still got all three of mine. The first one I ever bought is now, how old is that? About a year? Yeah, about a year. And you know, it's really still going. I just wash it every single time I use it, like every single time, and I don't stick my nails in it, because I guess that's when you really have an issue, when you stick your nails in it, because then it starts ripping at it. So if you've got long nails, be careful. And don't leave it in a makeup bag leave it to air dry in like an egg cup or something, because it needs to have air circulating it so it doesn't build bacteria. Like I've said before, to clean the beauty blender you can use just a hard soap, and that's great to get the foundation out, and then use like a bit of antibacterial pump soap just to finish it off, and that will obviously keep it sanitary as well. Okay, that is the liquid side of my foundation. Next I go in with a mixture of the L'Oreal L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder, bloody hell, and the Revlon Photo Ready powder. Bloody hell, it's so difficult for me to say. So I'm going with a mixture of the two. They're both super light powders. There we go. So I just go in with a mixture of the two really. They don't oxidise on me, which is perfect. Right, so what I do is I tap out my concealer so there's no creases in there. If you put powder straight onto a wet concealer with a crease in it, then you basically locking in the crease. So I always tilt my head down, I'm looking up into a mirror. I'm then getting my product onto the end of my powder, like this. I'm going to try and keep looking up, and then pull a funny face, keep looking up. Like, just make sure you're not putting any creases. Oh my god, it's so hard to talk when I do this. Make sure you're not putting any creases on in your under eye area. Then I always set my nose with the powder as well. I've basically just gone in with this one, haven't I? I don't know why I even mentioned the L'Oreal one. Like this, in the areas where we highlighted. Right, then what I do is I get a stippling brush. This is a Sigma flat Kabuki F80 brush, and I go in with the powder like this really lightly, and then I push it really into my skin. So I'm really pushing product into my face. Then I take a fluffy brush with no product on and just brush over all of that, just making sure it's all smooth with really light pressure, Then I take a little bit more powder. I'll just use this because it's there now, just to go over that. It does seem like a lot of powder, but I'm oily and this just really works for me, just really works. Don't forget to take it down onto the neck. Next I go in with bronzer, and recently I have been still loving the Manhattan Matte Bronzing Powder in Light. This bronzer looks so dark next to my skin, and it is dark if I put it on like thick, but I'm really gentle when I put it on. Right, so what I do is I go in really lightly, and if I feel like I've got too much on my brush, I'll either tap it into the lid or on the back of my hand to see how much will come off. So I'm just very light-handed with it, she says, and I'll probably put it on my face now and give myself a massive line. No. And when I put it on as well, I'm really light pressure and sort of circular motions, and I put it where you would usually contour, and use this as kind of an everyday like contour, even though it's really orange and nobody's natural shadows are orange, but it is really warming up my face and just putting a little bit of dimension back into my face. Then I bring it up onto my head, and then just under my jawbone. Changing the subject completely, I'm absolutely loving the Real Housewives of New York City at the minute. I've always loved New York because I've always loved Bethany, and then when Bethany left the New York Housewives I think it was for 3 seasons or something. I just really went off it, and now she's back, and this is like the 2nd season that she's back. I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of contouring. I know I said I wasn't, but I'm going to. This is the Catrice contouring palette. It's 2 just very nice colours, so you get a highlight and a contour. It's really ashy, this one, that's why I like it, and it's for light skin. So I'm just going to make that face, you know, you pull it to the side, and just focus it. I can't speak when I do that. Just really focus it, just higher up here, and don't take it too far down. So just stick in that area there. So I barely put any on there, and it's just that little bit of something different. Okay, next I am going to move on to blusher. Recently I have been absolutely loving this blusher again by Kiko. This was a limited edition blusher when they had the disco range out. I really like it, it's just really nice. It's got a really nice peach and then a light pink in it. So it doesn't have that much shimmer, it does have a little bit, so I'm really precise with where I put it, because if you've got any texture on your skin or any bumps, if anything's got shimmer in, it's going to really highlight that. So I use a really smaller brush now. I used to use a big brush for blusher, now I use more of a precise brush. This is the Sigma tapered highlight brush, just so I can really place it in the certain places. Place it in the certain places? Yes. So I just sort of bring it a little bit on the apples and then pull it back. Don't need to put a lot on, don't need to go crazy. What I've learned is if you just very delicate, build it up. Don't go straight in and straight on, just build it up slowly and everything will just look a lot more blended and unified. Unified, whatever. Take a big fluffy brush, nothing on, and just blend that that bronzer, contour and blush into the skin nicely. Next I'm gonna do a highlight, and I'm gonna use this one because I haven't used this yet. This is, oh god, I've got my back. This is the Makeup Revolution Baked Highlighter in Golden Lights. It looks like this. I'm thinking this might be too bright for me. I like a really golden highlighter, but let's give it a try. Fan brush. Let's go. I'm gonna hit just the tops of my cheeks here. Anything? Yeah? Like it? I'm sticking really to the back because I do have a little bit of texture just here and I don't really want to highlight that. Yeah, and then just bring it up onto my temples because I don't really have big temples, so it's fine to highlight them. A little bit on my nose, under my nose. Yeah, I like it. Why not? Top of my lip. I need all the help I can get with this top lip because I don't have a top lip. When you highlight it, it can give the appearance of it looking bigger. So, all the help I can get, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone as well. So all quite uniformed. I'm going to use this tiny little mirror because it's to hand. So for eyes, I'm going to use this palette that I've been raving about, the Cargo Cosmetic palette, and the reason I love this so much is for these 2 colours here, Autumn and Hot Cocoa. Absolutely love these 2 colours so much. So it's more like a dark brown and a dark orange colour. So I'm going to go in with the orange colour and I'm going to put it on a fluffy brush. Oh, actually before I go in with that, I'm going to go in with Harvest Moon, this colour here, the lightest colour, just to make sure all my lids ready for powder, so there's no wetness from concealer. Can't really see that colour. I like a bone colour just to put on as my base. Right, so I'm going to go in with the orange colour Autumn first. I'm just going to pop that in the crease. And just above it. So I'm using a big brush so I can really like saturate the area and have a really blown out crease look. There we go. Let's do the other one. You can totally use your bronzer to do this. I just love that orange warmth in the crease. I think it just looks gorgeous. So really blow it out. Don't over dip your brush. I think people put too much product on their brushes, and yeah, then they spend about 4 hours blending it out because they put too much on to begin with. But if you put a small amount on and then blend it out, there we go. Right, what next? I want a bit of shimmer on my lid, so I'm going to go in with this one. Crisp, this one. Crisp, I wish I had some crisps. I'm going to take this on the same brush that I used to highlight my brow bone. It's just like a nice fluffy brush. Take that on my lid. There we go. Go back in with whatever excess is left on this brush. Now I'm going to use a pencil brush and the same orange shadow, the autumn colour, autumn orange. Just going to put that under my lower lashes. Poke myself in the eye. And don't be scared to drag your lower lash line colour down. It usually gets lost by when you put in mascara on. So don't be scared to make it a little bit bolder. Perfect. Then with that, let's do that highlighter, this one. It's going to highlight the inner corners. Boom! Yes! Oh my god, that is a really nice shadow actually for all over the lid. Then just brush off if there's any fallout. Not that there will be, we've worked with quite light shadows. Next I'm going to go in with eyeliner, and the two eyeliners I've been absolutely loving are by Catrice. They're made to stay in the lash line, and I have it in black and in a nude. I'm going to go in with the nude. I really like nude in the waterline. The waterline! So I've put the nude in my lower lash line. Next is mascara. I'm going to go in with my favourite mascara. I love these so much. I always have a backup at the back of the drawer. This is the Natural Collection Waterguard mascara in black. I have this in my kit as well because I just really love it. It's such a good mascara. I would curl my lashes, but I dropped my lash curler before and I can't get to it, so yeah, I'm not going to curl my lashes. Let's just put on my mascara. My tip for putting on mascara is just to have the mirror, have a hand mirror, and have it low. Have it down here so you're really looking down to it. Because if you have it up here and you put your mascara on, you'll get that. If you see when people like close their eyes and they have mascara all just above the lashes, yeah, so put it down here and you won't get that. Because you're obviously fanning away and not fanning onto your lash. That makes any sense at all? No? Okay. Okay, next is lips. So I'm just removing the foundation off of my lips and the powder. Best I can. It's not really coming off that well. Then I'm going to go in with a pencil. This is by the brand Trend It Up. This is the Contour and Glide lip liner. This is in colour... Oh, 010. 010? 010. It's this colour here. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. good tip when lining your lips is to smile. So I roughly fill in the lips when I've lined them. I know it looks quite dark now, but I'm going to go over it with a really light colour. Then I'm going to go over with this Essence lipstick in Wearing Only a Smile 01. It is honestly like a concealer lipstick. Oh god, the end of it's really dirty. I mixed this with so many colours because it really just mutes it down. So it is like one of them concealer coloured lipsticks, and I like it because it just takes it from like a dark lip to more of a light nude lip. So I really like this lip colour now, but if I want it a little bit more glossy, I will go in with a light pink lip gloss. This is an old lip gloss. This basically travels around with me everywhere. This is by the German brand P2 and it's their liquid lipstick and I love it. It's just a pink lipstick that just gets mixed with every lipstick I have. Yeah, so that just gives it a bit more of a glossy finish. Then what I like to do is I always use a setting spray. I have quite a few of them. At the minute I'm using this one by Freedom, the Pro Studio Fixing Spray. It's really, like, it's quite out at the minute. It's out, it's basically ended. I need to buy a new one. But honestly, I've said this before, the best one is, it's in one of these drawers, I'm gone. Where is it? This one. This is honestly the best one. I don't know why I have an empty bottle, but I've seen it the other day, so I need to keep that out really and throw it away. But this one by L'Oreal, the Infallible Fixing Spray, if you can get your hands on this one, it's amazing. It's got the little shaky bottle, Bulgarian in it, and it just, honestly, you need to shake it well or you get bits all over your face. But if you use this, if you can get this, your makeup will stay on all night. I've wore that to quite a few weddings and stuff, and it's kept my makeup on all day, so very, very happy with that one. Yes. Okay, well that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything that I have used in today's video, just give me a message and I'll reply back to you. I didn't realise it was going to be such a natural nude look. This is probably a makeup look that I go for all the time when I'm not really doing much. I really just focus on the skin. I love the skin to look the best it can look, and then the eye makeup, simple, lips, simple. This highlight is really, really nice. It's this one again, if you're wondering. But yeah, this is just my everyday kind of look now. I like it. Right, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye! Bye!